Particularly in a community like Miami, it is essential for us to have the entire community engaged in the arts.
For an orchestra like the Cleveland Orchestra to share that mission and want to just jump in with us is very exciting.
Everybody should be exposed to the arts and should be exposed to orchestra music.
The diversity of culture in the city really blew me away. I've met so many interesting people coming from South America, Latin America, Europe, Asia. That mix has a creative potential, which I find extraordinary. Kudos to all of the people, Dan Lewis in particular, for the insight and leadership to attract Cleveland to come here. It meant that our brand new world-class concert hall was going to have a wonderful world-class orchestra.
For the community of Miami, what the Cleveland Orchestra, I think, represents is the best of the best in classical music. And that quality is not just in performance, but it's quality of community engagement, it's quality of educational activities. It's the quality of the relationships that the members of the orchestra have with the members of the community.
This is what it means to be in Miami today after 10 short years of building this world-class concert hall, the last great pure concert hall built in the United States for our Cleveland Orchestra when they come to Miami.
We have over 200,000 college students in South Florida, and Cleveland Orchestra has the ability to enrich every single one of those lives in a way, I think, that no other performing arts organization in South Florida can do.
The orchestra is focused on sharing its talents and teaching and mentoring kids in the public schools, students in the Frost School of Music at the University of Miami, and reach people who probably won't get to the Arts Center, but at the same time are the people who may really be the future of classical music in Miami as time goes forward.
We are currently at Barnyard, and it's an after-school program for children very young to teenagers, and it's really wonderful. It's a vibrant place.
Today when the Cleveland Orchestra came, they helped me with my position with my bow and with my position for my neck with the violin. The violin, it helps me learn more about my music, and it really helps me because some things I don't know and I need to learn to be a successful music player. And I hope that I can play for the Cleveland Orchestra one day.
The residency has evolved in that we really have a much better connection with people in the community. So it's really like a second home, and it's evolved into being vital for us, for the Cleveland Orchestra.
The collaboration between the Frost School of Music and one of the eminent symphony orchestras in the world, and the Cleveland Orchestra, is a unique opportunity for our students. And I would say that no students benefit more from this collaboration than our composers.
Yeah, the process of having your piece performed at any point, particularly so in this situation, because these are the best musicians in America. And that's a very, very exciting moment when it's actually brought into the world.
You just have to realize there are enormous difficulties in some of the things that you've written.
If you don't have that slur between the A and the Y after A, or even put a comma there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right.
Right or just write legato. Yeah, that would be way easier.
Having that interaction and exchange with musicians at this level is an invaluable experience, not just for the composer and his or her piece, but for even the faculty. The reading sessions with the composers was an integral part of the residency.
Each year, they are more integrated in the community engagement. They have really gotten to all corners of Miami-Dade and have made a big difference in young kids' lives.
I was very fortunate to lead a community concert at the South Miami-Dade Cultural Arts Center. We don't just do things here at the Arts Center, but we really make an effort to get out into the community.
The merging of the Cleveland Orchestra and the South Miami-Dade Cultural Arts Center is almost a pinnacle moment for the Cultural Center. We've really invested our first 3 years into having deep relationships with our community, and the fact that the Cleveland Orchestra sees that value and wants to come to the South Miami-Dade Cultural Arts Center to expose themselves to an audience that they might not normally have access to is the payoff.
From here saying there was a free concert with the Cleveland Orchestra. So I came down and it was just fabulous.
I know that a lot of young people don't like classical music, but I personally enjoy it, and I think that a lot more people would enjoy it if they listened to pieces like the Firebird or the Flying Dutchman like they played tonight. They're really exciting.
I think that's the most important music that you could actually put yourself into, because it is the basis, it's history, and it is something that adds culture to our society.
I hope they do it more. And if they do, I'll be here.
I just feel that we're so fortunate to have them have their residency here in Miami. And I feel like they've done so much for the community, and they've added to the magic of Miami.
I believe in milestones, and I think it's a lot to say to go from ground zero to have 10 years of world-class performance here in Miami.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For 10 years of amazing music making.
We thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Miami, for 10 fabulous years.
For all your gorgeous sunshine.
And allowing us into your community with such open arms.
And especially your love of classical music.
Look forward to the future.
Thank you, Miami.
Muchas gracias.
I love Miami.
From the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you to everybody in this community who has been so supportive, so passionate, and so generous in bringing the Cleveland Orchestra to Miami and making us a part of your home. Thank you.
I'd love to see this continue forever.